Jenner's is as much a part of Edinburgh's history as Princes Street. The business that started as a corner shop has become a landmark on Edinburgh's skyline, establishing a high tradition of service and quality. The company began over 150 years ago in a city very different from the one we know today. Two young men, Charles Jenner and Charles Kennington, came up from the south to try their luck with a small business in Edinburgh. Enterprise and honesty brought their reward, and their shop was soon flourishing. More than 50 years later, Charles Jenner's and Company stretched to 49 Princes Street and part of South St David's Street. On the night of 20th November 1892, alarm was raised of a mighty fire in Princes Street. Jenner's was ablaze. The Scotsman newspaper called it the most disastrous fire in Edinburgh's history. Showers of sparks carried as far as Carlton Hill. The fire destroyed the whole block and its contents. 120 people employed by the firm who were housed on the premises escaped only in the clothes they stood up in, and the fire was looked on as a civic calamity. The directors put the homeless assistants in Craiglockett Hydro and adapted the factory premises in Rose Street to a shop. Within 5 weeks, all the staff were back at work. The new Jenner's was opened in May 1895, 3 years after the fire. Before 2 o'clock on opening day, over 25,000 people had passed through its doors. It was the largest department store in Scotland, a distinction it held for many decades, and an outstanding example of the architecture of Victorian times, and the first store to use electric lights and lifts in Scotland. The unique exterior of the building featured female sculptures inspired by the lady customers who supported the store from the very beginning. Some of the stone figures are costumed in the dress from the various European countries from which Jenner's brought fine goods to the Scottish capital. Jenner's has come a long way from its early beginnings to the modern store we know today. Our chairman, Mr. Douglas Miller, and board of directors are continuing our dynamic policy of making Jenner's one of the world's finest stores.
We have tremendous advantages that there is only one Jenner's, and therefore people can't go up and down the land and find the same sort of shop. And we do hear a lot of people say that they get tired of the shopping centres of half the provincial towns in Britain now being exactly the same. And of course we've got a marvellous team of people here, and they're very friendly, and we've got marvellous customers, and we do deal in very nice merchandise.
Our buyers travel the world to find the unique range of merchandise which gives the store its distinction over competitors, to maintain the high standards of workmanship and quality for which Jenner's has become famous. We now offer over 150 departments, constantly being refurbished to keep the store in the forefront of new trends in retailing, offering customers a chance to experience an individual style of shopping in contrast to the high street multiples. Jenner's offers its staff excellent training facilities in selling techniques, product knowledge and customer care. As well as a management training scheme for graduate trainees, the store provides opportunities for ambitious staff to develop and extend themselves. Behind the scenes are the people who form a vital part of Jenner's 900 staff. In the busy accounts office, over 2 million customer accounts and supplier invoices are processed. To the west of Edinburgh is the familiar landmark of Jenner's busy warehouse in Ball Green. The changing seasons of Jenner's are complete with the huge Christmas tree which sets the festive atmosphere among the busy shopping departments. Whether you're joining as a full or part-time member of staff, welcome to Jenner's.